Go out. I got you a ball. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Don't jump on me. Don't jump on me. Out. Okay. Okay, guys. I found this ball in front of our butterfly bench. It's probably from Aunt Chrissy from heaven because it's pink, right? Even though she likes purple. Anyhow, it's for you guys, but Casper's gonna break it. Little guy will love it, but Casper will break it in 5 seconds. I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, go get it, get it. Be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. Woo! He got it. Casper's slipping up. Be nice. Yay! Yay! You got it? You got it? Careful. Careful, guys. Casper! I'm sorry, Snoopy. See, we have a red one. What'd you do? Casper, bad boy. Why you always have to ruin it? Your little brother was having so much fun. Mean. No, now it's broken. Now it's broken. You done broke it. You broke it. Now mommy's gonna throw it out. Threw it out. I'm sorry, baby. Here's a go get the basketball. Go get the basketball. Go get it. Yeah. See, Casper popped this, but even though he popped it several times, the little guy has it, and he can still play with it. Right? You can still play with it. Hi, Taurus girl. How are you? I wanted to do my Taurus reading today, but I don't know if I feel in the mood. So I was just getting some stuff done, like a shock in the pool, and I have a whole bunch of artwork that I did not put any spackle on. I have to finish because before my sister passed away, I had like, I don't know, 19 paintings that I wanted to show. But, you know, it'll be when it will be. You gonna play with that ball? How are you doing? You doing okay? You feeling any better? You know, the flu has been very bad this year. Viruses and the flu. Right, Casper? Okay, while I have you guys on, see, I did the pool already, but I closed it up because it's still a little bit of a green color, so we can't swim in it. Today is like an overcast day, so we weren't going to swim today, but it'll definitely be ready probably by tomorrow. Put chlorine in it. I shocked it again, added more water. Okay, you guys did very well, so I'm going to give you a cookie. Whoops. I do have something to show you guys. I'm going to do an unboxing. All right. So, as you guys know, my sister passed away May 4th. And, yeah, we didn't go to the memorial yet. But we will. I'll fly in for that. But anyhow, I got this in the mail. And I'm not sure if this is from my friend Christine. Christine that I know for like 55 years. But it's so beautiful. She said she sent me something, and this is actually a light lantern. This is glass door. It says sister. And Christine grew up with us. I think that she said she did send this and something else. It says, sister, you left me beautiful memories. Your love is still my guide. And though I cannot see you, you're always by my side. And that is definitely true. And it came with a little, see how it has the cardinal? I have a story about that, but I don't know if I want to say it right now. Has a light, a little clicker. I don't know if you could see it. It has 2-hour, 4-hour, which is really good. Then it has the flickering light, which I love. But I'm going to turn it off now. I'll turn it back on at night and film it so you guys could see it. This I got for Mother's Day from my son Connor. I was really happy about it, and that also lights up, and it's purple. I never saw one like that. Also glass, and he gave me this beautiful balloon, which I love balloons. I don't know if people know that about me. Let me just turn the light on so you can see how pretty it is. See? Isn't that pretty? Okay. And this lantern also came with this card. It says, "We thought forever in my heart. We thought of you today with love. We thought of you with love today, but that is nothing new. We thought about you yesterday and the days before that too. We think of you in silence." Christine would love the purple too. That's her favorite color as well. "We think of you in silence. We often speak your name. All we have are memories and your picture in a frame." I can't read it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, another thing I got, this is from my friend that I know since 3rd grade. Her name is Jonesy. Her name is Joan. I call her Jonesy. And I was so happy to get this. See this? Because I have two chimes outside, right? One Susan, my sister Susan gave me, and the other one Devin bought. The one that Devin bought, it was in the sun, so it disintegrated. And this still has the plastic on each word, each cone. Let me bring it over here. Each cone has a saying on it. So let me just lay it down. Kind of hard to do this, but yeah. So this is my friend. I know her from 3rd grade, and we went to elementary school together. We played together. We went to junior high. We went to high school. We went to college. And both of us are teachers. Okay, so it says sister. So she knew my sister as well. "You left me beautiful memories. Your love is still my guide. And though I cannot see you, you're always in my heart." And this is going to go outside to replace the other one. Each cone says something beautiful on it, but I don't want to cry again, so I can't read it right now. But one day I'm going to be able to read it to you guys, okay? And I love having these outside. Because I like to sit outside and just go back to doing my readings out there, even though it's really hot. But sometimes it's just nice and freeing to be out there. So I'm just leaving it hanging up here for now, because I just want to show you a couple of things that I got in honor of my sister. I was very happy. The very first gift that I got, and thank you people, thank you those who sent me cards. I don't know if I said it in the other video, because I'm very behind on like everything that I used to do. I used to post every day and several times a day, and now I'm just posting like weird parachute pants videos, because that's all I could do. But I will go back to, if anybody cares, doing my readings and whatnot, and similar things to what I was doing, because I like to do it. But anyhow, let me show you what I got. Don't look at me, I'm a mess, okay? Okay, so usually you see me when I'm all made up for work, but this is what I look like when I don't go to work. Okay. It's terrible. Okay. So look at this beautiful bag. First of all, green healing. And it says, sending love and prayers at this difficult time. Love, faith, and family. Okay. Faith is on my YouTube channel, but we know each other, and we're friends since 2019, I believe. Okay, so I don't know if you could see this, but this I'm going to read to you. It's beautiful. It's like a plastic or glass type of thing, and I might take a canvas so that I can hang this up and paint it purple because that's Christine's favorite color in the background, and then glue it to the canvas so that I could always have this around, because it says, those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near. Still loved, still missed, and very dear. And that gives me comfort. And I do feel her energy sometimes. She's showing herself with birds. Okay, so I'll tell you the story about the birds in a second. Actually, I'm going to keep this out of the box because I want to do that canvas thing. Just so I can hang it up and have it. I know I could put it on a stand, but I don't have any room for stands, so I'm going to do it on a canvas, and this way I could hang it up. Anyway, thank you so much, Faith. Thank you so much, Christine, Christine Valvic Thomas, if that's that lantern, if you gave me that lantern. Thank you, Jonesy, for the beautiful chimes. I sincerely appreciate it, but I'm not done. The next thing we have, okay, can't believe Casper popped that ball so quickly. The light of those who love us will always be there. Whenever they're around, now or not, their love will guide us to the right path and give us strength and courage. These crystals will refract rainbows upon you as the sunlight filters through, conveying messages of hope, comfort, and support. The light has always been with you. And this is what I'm talking about. I think this is from Christine. Now, Christine, please tell me, because these came from Amazon and there was no name. The only name was on Joan's thing and on Faith's beautiful gift. Okay? So this is absolutely gorgeous, and these are the chakras. We have red root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, green for heart chakra, blue for the throat chakra, and then indigo for the third eye, and then crown chakra is amethyst. And then what happens is you put this near where the sun comes in, and every time you see a rainbow, I think I see one now, that means my sister is watching over us. And so thank you so much, so very much. I got to hang this too. It came with a little tiny bag. It's really nice. In this beautiful box. Okay, I sincerely appreciate it. So I just want to know who to write the thank you notes to. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Hi, Tracy Delahunty. Thank you for your cards. I just picked them up, I think it was on Mother's Day. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, David. Hi, Mohammed. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do one card or two cards, and then I'm gonna be out. Okay, because I really have all this painting to do. If you could see here, I have all these paintings and a lot more over there. So I'm trying to get things done. I'm not working, and I'm just trying to get a couple things done. So let's just do an angel card or two. Where's my coffee? Let me move my spackle. Okay. Okay. What does Spirit have for the collective? I have not done a collective. Taurus, I still will do you, but I'm not ready yet. I'm in not a great headspace, so I can't even think. I like to take my notes beforehand, and I haven't been able to do it, so I owe you. And I know it's Gemini season. Okay, what do we have for the collective? I love Dennis. What is what? This is my art room / dining room table / computer room. Just Trey. Hi. Okay. To be on my channel, you have to be 18 and above. I really like 21 and above, but you definitely can't be under 18 to be on my channel. This is an adult channel, so even though it seems very eclectic and artsy and childlike, it's not for kids. So click off if you are a kid. Thank you. Okay. This one is popping out. This one's popping out. Oh, Archangel Uriel. Okay, let me just close the door for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so the first card that I got when I asked what is good. Hello, sorry I look a mess. I was doing my pool and playing with my dogs. So this is me when I don't go to work. Okay, anyhow. Daniel. Look at this beautiful angel, Daniel. So I'm not sure if somebody out there is having trouble in their marriage or relationship, but Archangel Daniel comes up for that. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So somebody might be having a little trouble communicating in their marriage or relationship, and ask Archangel Daniel to help you. Always ask God first, and then ask Archangel Daniel. Okay? Look at him with the lavender feathers. Hi, Seth. Nice to meet you too. Have a wonderful day as well. Okay, and the next one we got is Archangel Indriel. And that I need my glasses because look how small the writing is. I can't even see that. Hold up, let me get my glasses. Okay, so Archangel Indriel, you are a light worker. Oh, I know I have light workers out there, especially my friend, a Taurus Girl Reads. She has a YouTube channel on YouTube called A Taurus Girl Reads, and she is also on TikTok. Okay, and she helps out with cases, and she does similar things that I do. Okay, and she's an empath. She's part of the empath empire, helps find the missing. So light workers, Archangel Indriel, Angel Indriel is trying to tell you you are a light worker. A lot of people out there that are watching me right now, there's only 6 people. Okay, I'm not that popular. I'm not popular at all. Okay, but that's okay. Um, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. That's beautiful. Okay. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So God is trying to say, I'm interpreting this, right? Look at how beautiful. God is trying to say that you need to start doing more with what you know, with what you feel. Start talking about it more. Start trying to help. Start trying to shed your light. If you feel like you have these gifts, don't just sit around with them and deny yourself. Oh, I'm not that good anyway. I don't know what to do with it. Ask God what to do with it. And then an answer will come to you. Maybe not in that second. Just start utilizing your gifts as a light worker. Okay, whether you want to do videos or not, you could still use your gifts. You could still try to give people a reading. Sometimes people give little short readings or healings or words of advice to hundreds of people before they start saying, well, you know what? I want to make this into a business and my time is worth money. Sometimes you have to do hundreds of clients first. Okay. I've done it. Trust me. I'm 61. Okay. And I've been doing this since I'm 7. So there was a time that that's all I did was like friends and family and acquaintances. And that's how you get stronger and stronger with your gifts and believe in yourself. Okay. So that was a really nice message. And the last one is Archangel Uriel, which I have right behind me, which I created as a collage. He's right behind me, available. Everything on my walls are available. And I'm about to make whenever I get the energy. See, I used to paint at night. I used to put my music on and paint at night, but I've been very lazy since I lost my sister. I've been lazy. I've been just working. And that's like, I just get up, go to work. And if I'm home, I try to do my errands in the house. And then at night, instead of going into the studio, into the dining room right here, and start painting and listen to my music, meditation, and work on my cases. You know, there's still missing people that I need to look for. Um, I've been in not in a space that I could do that, so I've just been sitting watching TV. And I've been doing my exercises, but I've been mostly just being with my dogs and my husband, and that's it. So I have to get back into the swing of things. And I know God will lead me there. I needed to see the kids. I needed to go to school because that was a schedule for me. That was um, a familiar routine for me. And it was a place where I felt like I could forget about, being sad about my sister being in the hospital and then being sad about my sister passing away. It just took that away. It put me in, okay, you're busy. You have kids in front of you. You have to go. the schedule. You have to teach a lesson. You have to read a book. You have to give out the papers and take the kids to the gym. And that was good for me. But then what I learned was you hit a brick wall and you have to deal with your grief and you just have to feel it. And in the midst of that, I wasn't drinking that much at all. Like you would think I would want my Jesus juice, you know? But the Jesus juice wasn't working, so I really was just having seltzer or Diet Coke, or water, and just crying and just feeling like, the incredible weight and sadness. And that's normal. That's normal when you lose somebody that you're never going to talk to again. But, and some people say to me, well, you're a psychic, so can't you just like dial up that person and hear them? I could do it for other people, but for me, not as much. I can't hear them um as strong. For me, not as much. No. For other people, yes, I can bring them to the fence. Um but I haven't tried because when the weight of it is so heavy, I haven't tried. And when I was going to work one morning, Devin pulls the car from the back around to the front so I don't have to pass the dogs, and because that makes them sadder that I'm leaving for the day. So I was going out the front and I saw something popping up and down, and Devin rolled down the window and was screaming, pointing to it. Do you see it? Do you see it? It was a cardinal. And then as I'm walking towards the car, I said, yeah, and then it flew away. Um, I look over at the butterfly bench where I found that ball today, and the white butterfly bench had a blue bird on it, sitting on it. So I said, was the other one blue? He goes, no, it was red. He goes, usually they never get along, they fight. He goes, but that was your sister because he goes, I saw her all the way down there, and he goes, I was looking at it because that's a sign from people in heaven. Birds are a sign. And he was looking, and he goes, he followed her. She went away, and then she came back. We have these bricks in front of our house, and she popped like that. It was weird because it was like a kangaroo bird, but it was a red cardinal, but for some reason it was like popping. And it went right in front of the door before I came out. It went right in front of the door and was looking up. When I came out, I saw it. And I said, why is that bird gonna attack me? But then it flew away real quick. Then to the right, I see the bluebird sitting on the bench looking at me. And when I got in the car, he was like almost crying. He goes, you're not gonna believe this. I'm watching this cardinal, and red cardinals are always sign from heaven. And I said, what do you think it meant? And he said that the fact that it came back and went right where you were supposed to come out was Christine telling us that she's safe and that she came to Texas to visit us. Because we were always trying to say, please come to Texas, please come to Texas. We could get you a little house. We could take you food shopping. We could hang out. And at one point she was going to. But so she was trying to let us know she got to Texas, and she was waiting for me to come out the door to go to work. So I take that as a beautiful sign. Hi, WW. How are you? I hope your leg is feeling better. I've been praying for your leg as well. I know you're trying to heal still. And I love you. I appreciate everybody's prayers and being there for me. And I miss you guys because I used to always be on. Hi, Lisa Sarn. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I have it right here for you. No problem. Hi, Southern Soul Tarot. Is that Megan from who I used to know? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I was just showing some of the gifts that I got on my sister's behalf, and also doing a couple of cards, angel cards. You're from South Africa, Cape Town. How are we doing on the case of Jocelyn Smith? Any news? Anik, Anik Hassan? Any news about Jocelyn Smith? I heard, I think it was 10 days ago, that somebody messaged me, emailed me, and said that the mother was sent away, that she admitted to trafficking the daughter. But I don't feel, and they were saying that the daughter was still alive. I don't believe Jocelyn's still alive, but I could be wrong. I'm not God. My feeling was that she was in heaven because I had a strong connection with her. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I usually don't get that many people. Back in the day I would get like 25, but it's okay. I haven't done everything froze. I was trying to get monetized, and like it was February and March, and then something happened with the AdSense and that froze, and they were supposed to send me a code, and I never got it in the mail. So then everything happened with my sister, and I was like, I don't even have the headspace to try to spend hours on it. So now I just do my videos and that's it. The two little kids missing. Yes, I did. Yes, I have. I heard two weird stories though. One story was that they were found and they weren't alive. Then another story was they weren't found. So um, keep me up to date on that one. I didn't tap into them though. Hopefully they talk to the parents. Because I'm getting sincere and classic vibes on that one. If I even just entertain it, haven't let anything in my mind to even think about in terms of missing or murdered, because when you're going through grief, uh, you're in a different headspace, and I would have to sit and meditate, and I don't have the time right now for that. I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to, make plans for my sister's memorial. I'm trying to make plans, uh, opening up my pool, finish my work up. Work will be done soon. And, I didn't work for 2 months because Devin was in the hospital. So it has been a very tough time. I'm not going to say it hasn't. It's been like, all right, so Archangel Uriel, let me just tell you about him. He says your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to greater love. Okay, I just felt something. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Now, the reason why I feel Archangel Uriel is talking about this is because this card, Daniel, Archangel Daniel, which I love this card, is the marriage card, is the relationship card. So somebody out there is having an issue in their marriage or relationship. And Archangel Uriel is saying that until you release, look how beautiful, until you release what? It's like my communication is rusty because I've been shut down for until you release those hardship emotions, those emotions of anger, like you didn't do this to me, you were mean to me, or this person left me, or this person broke my heart to a million pieces. You can't get better in your relationship that you want to get better in, or you can't get a new relationship. You can't embrace a new relationship because you have this hardship in your heart. So pray to Archangel Daniel for help with your relationships. Pray to Archangel Uriel for help to release those emotions. And I'm not saying like there's somebody out there like that is a little bit upset saying like, Katrina, I have every right to be mad at that person. Look what they did to me. Look what she did to me. Look what he did to me. Right? And I'm not saying you don't, but like after a while, if you stay in that mode where like I've been wronged, everybody does this to me, so why even try? Well, of course, if you don't go and put money on a number, how are you standing there expecting to win, right? Everything in life is a gamble. Even waking up, putting your feet down on the floor is a gamble. You don't know if it's going to be a good day or a bad day or in between day, um, unless you try. So if you want to get rid of those emotions, you have to say, you know what? I forgive you for me. I forgive you so that I can move on. Okay, that person did A, B, and C, but maybe they did something that maybe they didn't start out to do that to you. Maybe they had good intentions at one point. Think about that. Think about when they were nice. Think about something nice that they did. And just leave it at, if we're not together now, maybe we weren't meant to be. Or if we're still together, because Archangel Daniel just said, some people are still together, but they're having a problem. Okay? We have to resolve the problem, even if you're going to start again and try it again, or even if some people are going to let go. Because I just saw this. And that means like some people need to put a period at the end of the sentence. But maybe you share a child. Maybe you share friends. Okay? Um, and so letting go is always hard when you share something. Okay? And you have to figure out how you could coexist. Or if you're going to really put your best foot forward to save a relationship, we have to deal with these emotions. They just told me, read it again, because it's a little bit complicated even for me. Your emotions are healing. So we are on the right track, which enables you to open to a greater love. I will help you release the anger and unforgiveness, because in the past there's anger and, oh, I'm never forgiving them for this, right? Type of attitude. Or maybe they were like that to you. And you're like, Katrina, how am I supposed to make them forgive me or be nicer to me? They're being mean to me. Okay? All you have to do is say a prayer. Okay? And end it. End the animosity. End the anger. Don't talk to them if they talk to you with angry words, don't talk angry words back. Okay? I just heard that from your heart and mind. Ask Archangel Uriel for help. The archangels, and the angels are there to assist you. But a lot of people say, well, I can't see them, so I can't feel it, But that's okay. 3 months ago today, you broke your leg. Today is your first steps with you. Oh, good. I was thinking about you. Yes, prayers up for WW for more healing. See, like you had a situation, WW had a situation, I hope you don't mind if I say it, where she broke her leg so bad, so harshly, that the doctors didn't think she would ever be able to walk. Okay. And she went to, operations, surgery, rehab facility, to heal it. And she had to basically learn how to even just walk with the walker and do everything all over again, and she did it, and you're doing it. because she prays all the time and she asks her angels, and she has a son in heaven, Michael. I'm sure Michael is always helping you, because our angels, our spirit guides, they're just ready. They're ready on call, ready to assist, you know? But you got to say their name. You got to say, please, Michael, help your mother today. I'm having a bad day today. I'm having a painful day. Please help me do all the things I need to do to get my leg walking. Okay? You might always have a limp, but you're walking. You defied the odds of what the doctors originally said. You've already defied the odds so many times over. I'm so proud of you. And God is always, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. No, Katrina's not drunk. I'm not a day drinker. Okay. I really am not. Like, if I go to a wedding and it's a daytime wedding, of course I'll have a few sips, but this is coffee. I'm laughing because as I'm shuffling my cards, look what card came up. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. I have to make a collage of this. Um, Archangel Teresa. And the reason why I'm laughing like a loon is because WW's name is Teresa. Okay? Um, and I was talking to you, Teresa. I was talking to you, WW, and it says, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else, and you do, and you have, okay, of everyone else's needs. But now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Whether that is thinking about, I think you were thinking about a, a, like a side hustle or a side job, or um, moving, or something different that you wanted to do. I think you're retired, I'm not sure, but you wanted to do something. And I think this is confirmation that she came up while I was talking to you. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that. Look at that angel. I think that message was for you, WW. Definitely. That message was for you, because I was shuffling and I didn't want to stop. Then that one came out. And this is like 3 different decks that I picked. And I just pushed them all together because a lot of times I wasn't doing my angel cards. And I was like, oh, I love these cards. Why did I stop doing them? Oh, I love these cards. Why did I stop doing them? Okay, this is so beautiful. Okay, another one that came out, this could be for somebody else too, is protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So, look at this. So, this is especially for my light workers out there, my psychics, and fellow psychics, or even people just getting ready to go on that journey, or you're having your awakening. Um, Sorry, my hair looks like straw. I have to dye it again. I didn't dye it the last time. I had it professionally done, but I'm gonna put in my old Arctic Fox in it. But if you are embarking on any kind of spiritual or psychic type of thing, there's a lot of negative toxic energy out there, and I've been hit by it too. I had a reading from somebody, okay? Because I can't really read myself. Most psychics can't. And I had a reading from somebody. It was just like on TikTok. And they were like, oh, did you notice a lot of bad things are happening? Like things are breaking in your house. I was like, oh, are you living with me? Um, you know, Negative energy, arguing, things like that. And I was like, yes, typing in yes, yes, and yes. And she said, illness and things like that. And she said that somebody put a black magic spell on me because they were afraid of me, or they were jealous of me or something like that. And then she says the following. This is scary. This is going to be scary. I don't know if I can say this. Okay. Yeah, I can say it. I can say anything I want. She was like, it's funny because do you live in New Orleans? I didn't answer her, right? She goes, because I feel like this is coming from New Orleans. And you know how I'm obsessed with New Orleans. And you know that's where Gypsy's from, right? And I have a whole wall. I went to New Orleans for 6 days in 2016, right? I always said I have to go back. I loved it so much, but I wasn't able to do anything. Like I didn't even get a psychic reading there, right? But anyway, she said that somebody from New Orleans put some kind of spell on me. Now, I'm very spiritual and psychic, right? I don't say that to blow my own horn. Let me light my candle as I say that. Light some Palo Santo as I say that. Right? Hey, 13 in the house. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel a little bit better now that I'm talking with you guys and doing a couple cards. I didn't think I would, so that's why I've been just doing like little fast things after work or, on my lunch hour. That's my candle for my son. Also, Mark is on there, Christine's on there, my daughter's on there, Connor's on there. Yeah. Let me just get the smoke before I tell you the story. You got to protect yourself. And the way I protect myself is just really here. I'll show you an easy way to protect yourself. Please, dear God, protect me and my family and my home and my friends, my children, especially my children. Okay? All right? That's why they're all on my candle. I did the moon water for my kids. I did the moon water for Thomas's healing. I did the moon water for Devin's healing. I made him drink it. I drank a lot of the stuff. I didn't do it this week, though. I might do it, though, because the moon was beautiful yesterday. Anyway, please, dear God, protect my family in Jesus' name. Thank you. Allow Archangel Michael to protect my home and my car and my body and all my family members' body and physical health. My children, that they're safe and with their own friends and soulmates, and may they have health and abundance. Thank you, dear God. I love you, dear God. In Jesus' name, amen. That's it. Took less than a minute. But I feel it. I feel that protection. That's why I'm not so scared. But she said, yeah, you got to cut the cord. And I know a little bit about that. I don't really do cord cutting ceremony. To me, when I light my Palo, and this is a Palo stick, and this is Palo Santo wood stick, incense. Anyhow, when I do that, it's very healing for me. And when I light my candles, it's almost like the candles absorb, and whatever's written on the candle comes about. I feel, I believe. Okay, if it's meant to be, like, of course, I have my sister Christine on the candle, but Christine was very sick and had 2 types of cancers that she was battling for a year and 2 months. So she had a year and 2 months longer than if, she didn't have the chemo, I guess. And if she didn't, that was a year and 2 months that we had longer with her. So, anyhow, when she says this, I get like, my question is always just really, my only question really was, um, I never got to ask it. I just want to ask, like, how can I help my son heal? How can he heal? And will he heal? And she didn't address that. She said, all these bad things happening in your house. My car was broken into the day before Easter. The night of Easter, actually, like probably at midnight when he is risen. But the thing is, nothing was broken. About $13 or $15 was stolen, and my bags. But then I got them back because they couldn't find anything in them of value except they got all my information. Which is creepy. But now we have security systems. Everything happens for a reason. But she was like this person in New Orleans, or this person, yeah, down the bayou, put a thing on you. And so all I do is say, Dear God, please protect me. Take anything that's toxic and negative or black energy. Like I don't, negative energy, black magic. I don't do things in spells. I just do prayers. I don't do magic. I just do prayers. That's it. Angels, archangels, spirit guides. That's it. And God, Jesus, Mother Mary. That's it. I don't deal with, let me force somebody to do something. Let me have fame and fortune. No. Whatever's to be will be. I do ask God, please help me to sell my healing artwork. I don't even ask God to please let me get readings, to sell readings. Why? Because it doesn't matter to me. My healing artwork matters to me. Giving a reading, I don't mind doing it, but if I didn't do another reading, it wouldn't kill me. Okay? If I didn't do my artwork, that would bother me. All right? And so I just ask God for that kind of protection and that kind of, to help me if it's His will. So, He took Christine because it was her time to go and not be in pain anymore. And who wants to live sleep in a bed, hardly being able to walk, not being able to go anywhere, not even to celebrate? Like, most of my family live in a certain area, and she wasn't even able to go to, holidays. So to me, that's not living. Okay. Um, and I know that she's with her husband. A lot of people don't know this. Christine was married for 30 years. Her husband died in, I don't know why I'm laughing, but like a lot of people think she was like single. No, no, she was 67, but when she was, I guess, 58, her husband passed away. He was much older than her. And they were married for 30 years. She got married at 26 to him. So they had 30 years, or a little more than 30 years together. And when he passed away, she said, I'll never make it. But she made it 10 years. So that everybody was surprised by that. Anyhow, I don't know. I went off on a tangent, so I'm sure everybody's confused or bored. Hi, Penny. I'm just looking back. They refused to fire you as punishment. You have to go through this humiliation every day. I'm sorry to hear that. Mini Bike Devil, what you do is ask God to help you to either get you a different position at the job or um, start looking for other jobs, and then you can quit when you get a job. Okay? I know it's not easy because I was in that situation. I was definitely in that situation at one point in my life, and I was trying to transfer. I was a teacher, and I was being harassed by the principal, and I was trying to transfer, and I could not get anywhere because everywhere I interviewed for, she gave them a bad reference. Hi.
Hey, look, no bag.
Thank you. Doing a
It's
video.
so glass I like, but I put it back.
Thank you. I'm doing a video.
It said wine garage.
I'm on the video. Anyway, yeah, so I was in that situation that you're talking about, and what I did was I was trying, like, the principal was trying to get me to do what? She was trying to get me to first quit, right? Or go part-time instead of full-time. First she wanted me to go to different schools, and I said, "No, I love this school. I want to stay here." And when all these things that she didn't work, then she was making everything horrible. And I truly was trying to get a job somewhere else, but she kept calling them up, giving me a bad reference. So because she wanted me to have no job. Okay. If you're in a toxic environment, the best thing to do is to just get something else and get out before they destroy you. She did a lot more to me that I'm not even able. So many years, this happened in 2008. I can't even talk about it still. One day I might talk about it, but it'll be in the future. But yeah, and ask God to help you find a better situation. Always pray for that. You're not the only one going through that. There's a lot of people out there like that. You're happy and you're moving on to find a new relationship. Very good. I'm glad, Taurus girl. It's time. Yes. We all come to a realization. We go through bad breakups and or relationships that just don't work for us, and then they become toxic. And we have to put ourselves first and put ourselves back together again to have the light and glimmer that we used to have. And that's our responsibility. What we find out usually is our happiness doesn't come from outside. Oh, just if he would tell me I was pretty more often, or if she would cook for me more often. Like, we say all these things, but you know what? It comes from us. We make our own self happy. And if somebody is not adding to your happiness, then you have to have a talk about it and try to work on it. Relationships are work, but it should also be natural. We should always be in a way where we're with our best friend or our soulmate, where it's easy. You could tell them anything, you know. They're not going to yell at you for not vacuuming. They're not going to yell at you for not wanting to cook that night. They're not going to yell at you if you didn't make enough money. Um, yeah, it exists. That special relationship exists. So it's just that sometimes people give up when they get close to getting it because they just don't want to be disappointed, or they think they're going to be disappointed again. Just started getting a little bit of a headache right on this side of my head. I don't know if it's the incense, but if someone hurts me twice, I have distance from them, and then I have good boundaries. Good. Very good. I try, WW. I try. Sometimes I fail. If I really feel like I'm going to fail on it, I don't even come on. But I usually feel better after I've come on. Even if I just do a little video, I like to do it. Let's see. Um, yeah. So spiritual protection, getting back to that spiritual, like the old me would have flipped out because I have that whole wall of New Orleans. And the woman couldn't see my wall because I didn't go up on a panel. I just was in the chat, you know? So I was like, why did she think? I mean, that was,
Pat,
yeah,
you know it's your flowers lit, right?
my what?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I was showing that on the video.
Okay, so I'll tell you.
Thank you. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the old me would have flipped out and been like, "Oh, I'm so scared. You know, what did I do wrong? You know, like, what do I?" No, the new me is like, "Okay, please, dear God, protect me. If somebody did that, you know, just protect me and against any negative energy coming from not just New Orleans, but anywhere." Okay, and I instantly believe because I believe in my heart that I have spiritual protection. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing me because there was so many times that I could have had an accident or health problem or didn't make it out because of something scary situation I was in, dangerous situation. Um, and I made it out, you know, and I moved 3,000 miles away from my hometown. And I didn't think that could happen either. I never wanted that to happen because I don't like change and I like Staten Island, New York. But I am glad that I have my home with Devin and our animals, you know, are better off here too. And if I wanted to retire, I could. Over in New York, both of us would have had to go back to work. I was supposed to work for another year, and Devin was going to move here by himself. And I was just going to, you know, get money and just work for a year and live with my sister. Um, and then I was like, oh no, I'm going with him. That's crazy. I'm not letting my new husband, go there by himself. And just, you know, we'll just face everything together. And that's what we've done for the past 10 years with the protection of God, is what I'm trying to say. See how I circled it around? With the protection of the angels, with the protection of the spirit guides that we have in heaven. Okay? They tell you what to do. I didn't have a channel. I didn't know how to do any of this. I was like, it was even hard for me to think I would ever do a video on Facebook. I didn't understand what buttons to push. So I, you know, I like to watch YouTube. I was like proud of myself that I knew what button to push on YouTube. Kim G. Um, New Orleans is a portal. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. New Orleans is a whole portal. You have to protect yourself before going while there and once gone. Oh, okay. So do they think that it happened when I was there? I was only there for 6 days. You're from the South too. Uh, yeah, so Kim, I have to ask you. I believe that. But can't you say that about New York too? Oh, but I know what you're saying because of the black magic and the Santeria. Oh, let me ask. Echo, what kind of voodoo and black magic is New Orleans known for?
From DirecTV.com. Louisiana voodoo, or New Orleans voodoo, is a set of religious folkways that evolved from the traditional West African practice of vaudeville.
Okay. Echo, how do you break a spell from voodoo?
I don't know that.
She doesn't know that. Interesting. Okay. No, I went there in 2016 with two friends, right? One wasn't really my friend, the other one was my friend. The one that wasn't my friend, she was like telling me I wasn't allowed to get a reading, and so I didn't get a reading. We went to a cemetery to like what, it was like a bus trip to the cemetery to find out how they do the cemetery thing. I could have lived without it, but it was interesting. I really wanted to get a reading because I'm into psychic stuff. But you know what? I'm against all that, like Santeria spells. I know what they are. I know how to do it. Okay. Um, back in the day, I used to do some white magic. Then I stopped that because even white magic is negative because you don't change the course of what divine has. And I know that. You don't try to make somebody love you or like you. I used to even try to make my boss like me. And it didn't work out. Okay, so I stopped all that. I just put a prayer of protection over me, and I know I'm in divinely guided. But like even Jesus, was made fun of. People tried to hurt him. They did hurt him. They did kill him. So why would I think, I should get any better treatment? Okay. Um, and all you could do is just pray. Please, dear God, pray. Please, dear God, protect me. Please, dear God, send Archangel Michael to protect me. Please, dear God, send Mother Mary to protect me. Oh, Mother Mary, please protect me and my children, and their well-being. And that's it. Like, I think you put out what you put out, you take back. And if somebody's going to try to mess with you, I have a shield up. And my shield is made out of love and God's protection. And Archangel Michael, that's why he's around. I'm creating this in the background. It's going to be dark green, I think, to match this green. Okay. That's just a little Archangel Michael. But yeah, just like you just have to say their names. You just have to ask God, Jesus. A lot of times I'm talking to Jesus. And yeah, so the next time I go to New Orleans, I don't have any plans right now, but on my bucket list, if things ever calm down and get a little bit easier, I do want to visit Elvis's house, Graceland, and I do want to go back to New Orleans, but I don't want to go by myself. I didn't go by myself before, but I get so much spam on my calls. Yeah, so I will, if I do go back, I will protect myself. Just protect myself in general, in Texas, in New York, in New Jersey, wherever I go. Where have I been? You know what I wasn't impressed with? I wasn't impressed with, I love the Bahamas. I love Jamaica, where Marley was from, but, what's the name of it? Bermuda, but I don't have to go back there. I went there 3 times. Babe, Dev, what was the trip I went on with my sisters that starts with an A?
Sorry?
Oh, I remember Aruba. Aruba. When I went to Aruba, I went by myself a day before my family was coming because they were coming from Jersey and I was coming from Texas. So I don't know how I did it. Okay, but I did it. Then I came home by myself. I had something like a 16-hour layover. So in Dallas, I believe, I had 8-hour layover in Aruba. And then, but I wasn't impressed with it. Like, I don't see myself going there again. I would like to go, before I'm dead, I would like to go to Bahamas again and Jamaica. Um, and of course, my heart, Ireland. And I went to England twice. I'm not like, I used to always want to go to Paris because I have like, what, 12 years of French. And then, I don't know, that dissipated. I always wanted, I was like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go. And then that dissipated. That's not there, really there anymore. But I'm not going to be going on any trips because, except for probably home, for the memorial. Hi, Purple Roses. I didn't know you were here. Oh, prayers up. Everybody's getting this virus. It goes into the lungs, bronchitis. So visualize green. You need more green, wear green, eat green, broccoli, string beans, peas, more green stuff, zucchini, and wear green. Put a meditation music on that is healing heart chakra. Make sure you're forgiving yourself and other people. Holly's here. I'm sorry, I didn't know all these people were here. 13 in the house. Holly, hello. How are the kids doing? And how are you? Jazzy Jewel, you're here. Thank you for coming, guys. Animal Nugget. Hi, Animal Nugget. Good old days. I like the good old days. I remember the good old days. What is that smoke? That is for protection. Palo Santo. One of my subs, her name is Judy. She gave me 100 of these sticks. They are so beautiful. They're hand rolled, but a lot of times you'll see me with the regular stick, and I usually have writing on them. I had both lit before, and because I said a prayer of protection. And do you guys want me to do 2 more cards? Thank you, Purple Roses. I appreciate that. Kim Magical's here. Kim Magical is a beautiful friend of mine, and also fellow light worker, fellow psychic, fellow creator. And she has a YouTube channel. She's always working on the cases. And she has a wonderful TikTok as well. So please sub up to her. Her and a Taurus Girl Reads. Psychic and Magical, how you doing? I love your name, Good Old Days. Yeah, let's do another card. And I am going to get myself together for the Taurus read. I'm so sorry to be late, but things happen. Let's get another card out. Actually, let me get my other deck. Like I said, this is 3 decks mixed up, but let me get my other deck. these that I've had since the 90s, or maybe even 80s. And I have these. These are the angel ancestors. Okay. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? Let me put this over here so you guys could see the smoke. I like when you see the smoke. Somebody needs to put themselves first instead of last. I just heard that. Put yourself first. Get your own oxygen before you can help anybody else. Yeah. It's weird because they're showing me All in the Family, and that's an old show. A lot of people are probably too young in here to remember it, but All in the Family had a husband that was like, cranky, and the wife was always running to the door, giving him his slippers and his paper and his coffee and his drink or whatever, and like she just was all just like serving him too much. She needed to put herself first more. Does the collective need to know, please, spirit guides? Does the collective need to know in the Mystic Brady Bunch? My beautiful Mystic Brady Bunch. So Wednesday. Thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah, we are all protected. I just heard that because I was a little bit scared what I was saying before. But all I did was, after I got that little reading, I said thank you for the reading because it was for free, but it didn't throw my socks off or anything. Then I had another reading because I was going wild on TikTok. Just like they said, guess a number and you can get a free reading, and nobody was getting the number. And I thought of my sister's birthday, the one that just passed away, and I got the free reading. I was like, thanks, Chris. But anyhow, what she told me, I felt like was more on point. And basically, she was like, somebody with the letter S is helping your son heal. And I know that's my nephew, Sean. He's always been like, and she said, like, somebody considers your son his little brother. And Sean was always like that, so she told me a couple of other things that were really nice. So I keep them in my head. Anyhow, spirit guides, what does the collective need to know? I said just pick 4. Thank you, please and thank you. Okay. And then we're just going to end with a message from heaven. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, divine, dear God, what does my collective need to know? Always protected in the white light of God. Always protected in the white light of Jesus. Take away anything negative or any disease, any illness, any mental illness, any physical illness. So, in the blood of Jesus. Amen. Okay. First card. This card always reminds me of my mom. Even though she passed away, she was only 53 and she's beautiful. Some wisdom in her face. This reminds me of her. Okay, so this says, wise one, grow within your current situation. Does somebody have asthma or is using I just saw like one of those puffers, the spray. I forget what you call it, a butyrol. Grow within your current situation. Okay, so like we all get dealt cards, right? We all have a situation. Grow, and you might be like, this sucks, like all these bad things were happening in our house, Devin's health. Then we got through that. Then we got hit with like 5,000 in bills, 5,000 in taxes. It was just like it didn't let up. And it was just like, I give up. I surrender. I'm very happy that Devin came home and he was getting better, but it's just like, this was nuts, like one, boom, 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 boom. Like it didn't let up, you know. And at the same time, my sister was sick and apparently dying. But anyhow, after a while, I was just like, okay, what am I supposed to see? Am I not looking at something? And please, dear God, take the negative energy away, protect us. And then I realized we were protected because everything I had you guys praying for, Devin get better, Devin get out of the hospital. He did. Of course, we went back and forth to the emergency room. Different things were happening. But we were protected. Somebody was in our backyard. The dogs were going nuts. Everybody was sleeping except for me, of course, and the dogs. And I couldn't let them out because there was a storm. It was a hurricane. Okay, we were having tornadoes, um, and that's when they were breaking into cars looking for guns. That's what the cop told me. So that's how I know that. Um, and maybe, like it could have been worse. They in New York they would have broke your windows. Um, and since Devin's two other cars were locked, they couldn't get into them. So mine was open because I was bringing in packages for Easter, for the Easter meal, and I forgot to lock it because I have to bring in packages. Like sometimes I have to make 4 trips. Um, okay. So it's saying that look at your current situation that you're having and grow within it. Okay. If you can't, like somebody just said, well, I don't have enough money to go on vacation. I just heard that. All right. So make a vacation a staycation. Go to local places that you can go to in your community. Okay. Can somebody come to you? So make the best of your current situation and learn from it. And see how she has the owl for knowledge and wisdom. See how she has the crow for mystification. Okay. Um, Echo, what's the spiritual significance of black crows?
Here's something I found on reference.com. Black crows symbolize communication from the gods, divination of the future, and the Welsh goddess of war and death. Morrigan. Crows are also associated with death and the netherworld. Followers of Hinduism consider crows to be ancestors and provide them with food offerings.
Okay, so the ancestors, they represent death, but not death is just a transition, the afterlife. Okay, so you spirit guides the people who have passed. Okay, and then the owl being the wisdom of now, the wisdom that you have now with you and for you. Yeah, so grow from your situation that you have going on right now, current situation, and work with it. Stay rooted and grounded. Stay rooted and grounded. Okay. Yes, it's so important because, especially when a lot of crazy things are going on, or you're just not sure how to get to the next step. Maybe you need more money. Maybe you need a house. Maybe you need an apartment. Maybe you need a new relationship. Maybe you are in a relationship that's kind of toxic. Stay grounded, okay? And rooted in what is real. Okay, and you could do that in simple ways. Red root chakra. get more grounded with your red root chakra, pull up a meditation on it, go outside and put your feet in the grass. You don't have to take off your shoes to get grounded. You could just take a little walk. A lot of times I just take a walk in my backyard, okay, where there isn't even grass. But I feel much better when I do it. Like just going out with the dogs before, I always feel better when I do it. Dealing with my pool, that's a happiness for me. Just, you know, sometimes I'll drive in my car and I'll feel like I at least did something. I got out, you know. You got to get out of your house. Stay grounded to what is going on in your life, what situations you need to deal with right now. Don't put them for later. I'm a big procrastinator, but when you're trying to get grounded and rooted in the now, get one thing done on your list. Write a list of 3 things. Um, One might just be pay a bill. I did that yesterday. Well, I didn't pay it, but I had to mail things I had to fax things over to the Board of Ed so I don't lose my medical benefits. Um, so that was a big thing I had to do. That was weighing heavy on me because I was supposed to do it in April, but you know what happened in April. Anyway, stay rooted, touch a tree, smell a flower, plant a flower. Okay. Then we have the fox. Okay. Trust your talents in changing times. This is important because one of the cards that I did earlier was talking all about believing in utilizing your light worker talents. A lot of people say, oh, well, I know I'm an empath, but what am I supposed to do about it? Okay. I know I'm a light worker, but what am I supposed to do? Light workers spread light, give advice, listen, help, you know. Um, Empaths, it's a double-edged sword because you feel the energy of everything. That's why probably I stopped doing lives on TikTok because I could do lives. I right from the start, from July, had enough high enough numbers that you could do lives, but it was a weird energy. It was such a weird. I mean, sometimes YouTube could be weird too, and people say inappropriate things or call me fat, and I'm like, I already have a mirror and a scale, so you're not telling me anything new, okay? um, but anyway, but on TikTok it was a weird energy and I realized it's a portal. So I didn't want to open myself up to it. So I do my 10-minute videos or I do my 60-second videos or I used to do my dances, but I haven't danced in a while because I've been sad. So I hope I can go back to doing a little dance because that made me happy. But yeah, so I do my 10-minute videos and I've been happy with that. But the one thing on TikTok that you could do is you could play music, and you can't do that with YouTube, you know. So that is a good thing. But anyway, YouTube is always my homeland. But what this card is trying to tell you is utilize your gifts and talents, even if you don't know how to utilize it. Just start looking into it. Start researching, thinking about how you can push yourself to challenge yourself to utilize your talents. Remember, they're gifts. And when we have gifts, we unwrap them at different times, but we're supposed to use them. We're not supposed to leave it in the corner in a box. Okay? So trust your talents in changing times. It's scary times, all right? But we're tougher. It's tough times, but we're tougher. Okay? The fox is always clever. The fox is always trying to stay one step ahead. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. They want you to feel loved and also wanted. Hi, Christine. Is that Christine, my friend? Christine? I just saw Christine out of the blue, but I don't know if it's Christine. The smoke is Palo Santo. Faith, you got caught. You got caught up. Yay! Oh, you have you used two types of inhalers and had asthma for 39 years. Oh my gosh. Cuz I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the asthma thing cuz I used the asthma thing once when I was going to when I had flu A in New York 2024 and then we were going to Ireland and I was in bad shape. I was in such bad shape and then it went away. Okay? Things can go away. We could heal. Right? I was like, God, please, dear God, I don't want to be attached to this inhaler. It really wasn't even working. So what I did was I did chakra work for my lungs and for my heart, green and pink. I listened to meditations and I did my affirmations for my heart chakra, and I got better. Thank God. Okay, so you will get better too. You have to find out what it is. Do you feel like people are taking away your breath? Do you feel like people or yourself can't catch up? Can't hold on to love, hold on to the love that you once had with them, especially surrounding the children. Breathing has a lot to do with any kind of metaphysically speaking, you know, and I'm not a doctor by lore, but I play one on YouTube. No, I'm only kidding. No, I just mean metaphysically speaking. Um, when you're talking about the chakras, when you have a disalignment with your bronchial tubes, say kids that were never on inhalers, all of a sudden they're on inhalers. Look around in their family life, what is going on? Did the parents just get divorced? Did something issue happen with the mother? Because usually the inhaler means the life force. You can't breathe. Is there an issue with the mother? Is there an issue with the kids? Okay? Because the mother and the kids are a life force to each other. They give you breath. The mother gives you breath. So a lot of times, like I had a lot of kids in my class that all of a sudden they were having asthma. And of course, you worry, is anybody smoking in the house? And that usually was yes. But if there was no smoking in the house and, you know, pretty much you couldn't find the reason, then you look metaphysically into it. And a lot of them had, well, my parents got divorced and now I'm just with my mother part time. Or my parents are still together, but my mother just went to work. Interestingly enough, I started to work when Thomas was in second grade and just part time. Then I got a full time job when he was in third grade. And, you know, it took a lot of my time. I was gone early in the morning, and I wasn't able to pick him up. Sometimes I wasn't able to drop him off at school or pick him up. And then I was gone for another couple of hours. And then when I got home, make dinner, and I had hours of lesson plans to do. So whereas I used to be sitting for hours with him, helping him with his homework and his reading and stuff like that, I still did as much as I could with that because God forbid my ex would do it. I was in charge of that. He would say, "You're in charge of that. We're going to have kids. You're in charge. You're a teacher. You're in charge of the educations." So I was like, okay. And I did it with my daughter. But with my son, I got busy. Having a full time job in teaching is scary, it's no joke. And I also had a second job at the college. And his asthma got worse and worse. And then I read about this that the asthma is connected to the mother, that asthma, metaphysically speaking, that's what I'm speaking metaphysically, not just physically, metaphysically, and chakra wise. So, what I had to do was, I had to make my son feel more like I was more available, even though I was busy. Um, spend more time. I went to every game. Um, and I could tell you the one time I wasn't there was, and I beat myself up about this, but this was when he was much younger and I wasn't even working full time. I was working out of college and Halloween came and I didn't get back for it because I did a stupid um, college prep class and I should have just not gone because it was stupid $25 and I missed Halloween. I mean, I got there, they were still walking around, but still. But in terms of his asthma, he had it from age 9 or 8 all the way till 12. And it was really bad. They had to keep on changing his prescription. Nothing was helping. And I started doing meditation with him because a friend of mine at the school I worked at, I told her about it, and she was like, he has to feel like connected with you. He has to feel like you're there for him. So I started doing meditation. And of course, what 9-year-old wants to meditate? He's going to be like, that's weird, mom. But I started putting music and saying little things as he was going to sleep. I said, visualize this, visualize like you're on a mountain and you're breathing and your arms are open. And it was all this lady that I worked with, she was my friend, and she told me all these things. And she worked with a lot of kids that had asthma. And so she told me, I started looking into the metaphysical part of it. And actually, he came out of it. A lot of people do grow out of it. He grew out of it by 12. Um, no more inhalers, none had to be sent to the schools. Everything was fine. But he did have glasses. He got glasses in third grade too. It was like glasses and asthma. It was like, you know, so, but the glasses were because he had strabismus and he did have eye condition. So, anyhow, sorry, I went on a tangent about asthma. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm done with these cards, but now I just have these. Now, these are messages from somebody in heaven. I'm so glad you're here, Faith. I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. Yeah, my doggy's there helping me heal. Judy! Judy, I always light your Palo Santo. I was just talking about your Palo Santo before. I always have it. I'm going through it. I have one in the car. I have the rest in here, and I'm going through it. Trust me. Okay, so here, if you missed the beginning of the live, you can go back and watch it later on. It'll be there. Hi Tammy. I didn't know you were here, Tammy. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna be here this long. I'm here at an hour and 38. I'm just finishing up. We're gonna just do some messages from heaven from your loved ones. Okay, so what did I get? I feel happy and healthy. So somebody's trying to tell you they feel happy and healthy. I know sometimes it's hard to absorb that, but they do. They honestly do. And it's just that we want them here with us, don't we? We definitely want them here with us. I hate my drawers sticking out, but it's a little better. Okay. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Hi, Gavin. Baseball and football. Okay. Yeah. So we could choose to keep the anger. We could choose to keep resentment, or we could just choose love. What I like to do is always think of a happy memory, not stim on. A lot of us will, me included, will stim on he did this or she did that or they said this, and stim on that. Just thinking about that over and over again. What does it do? It does nothing but give you an ulcer, a stomach ache, a migraine, a headache. Um, you feel heartbroken. Instead, switch it, flip it, and think about something that happened that was really nice and focus on that and stim on that instead. Think about that time that you had a cup of coffee or a drink or a birthday party, or the time that everybody was laughing and everybody, was peaceful. Um, it may never happen again, but why focus on that bad experience when you could just switch your mind to the happy time and perhaps manifest? Because when you focus on the bad thing, the bad thought, the bad saying, what they said to you that hurt you so badly, what you said that was not nice either, um, you'll get more of that. Universe is like, oh, that's what they used to, that's what they want to see, because they keep thinking about it. So let me give them more of that. No? So instead, think about the fun, happy time, loving time, funny time, and focus on that. So the universe can give you more of that. And then you don't have to have a headache or a stomach ache. Okay? We are soulmates. They want to tell you we are soulmates. So your souls are connected with somebody who's in heaven. Bye, Gavin. God bless you too.
But here?
Okay, and so we have two cards that have hearts on it. So heart is a symbol that somebody from heaven is giving you. Every time you see a heart, like in the shape of a rock or a potato chip shaped heart, that's a symbol my father gives me to know that he's around. But we're getting it again for you. So I always give you a good night kiss. They're letting you know. They always give you a good night kiss. So with this combined with this, those two combined, with those two combined, I definitely think that's a sign that your loved one is telling you. Every time you see a heart, think of me. That's me telling you I'm around. Okay. Can I have a closing two cards from heaven? Can I have some cards, messages from spirit guides and people who went to heaven, loved ones in heaven? How do we know it's them? How do we know it's them? Thank you. They're showing me the color green as being important as well. That could be for somebody out there. Thank you, angels.
That right there was the money shot. That's what I spent all my money on.
Okay, they want you to believe in yourself more. You can do it. They're right there with you. Believe in yourself. And I felt this too. I am here helping you. So somebody wants to start something, they want to do something kind of like you didn't do before. Maybe it's a job change, maybe it's a relationship, or a move and you're like, I don't know if I could do that, they want you to know, your person in heaven wants you to know, they are helping you to do it. They are right there helping you. See how he's standing on that rock on a mountain, holding up the flag? Know that they're right there helping you. Okay. And they want you to know that, like, as much as in their life they had a problem with, like, maybe addiction or maybe, I don't know, they just, like, they had a hard time. I'm getting somebody that's having a hard time in life, understanding, like, how the world was changing and fast paced, and, like, they weren't keeping up towards the end. And they were very sad about somebody. But they said in heaven, they have a new understanding. They understand why. Because when you're in heaven, it's like they take you to this, like, computer room, for example, right? And there's all these computers and they just press some buttons, like, say Jesus, press some buttons, or your spirit guide. And it's your life and the lives before you. So you could see what happened to your grandfather when he was a little boy. You'll be able to see what happened to your dad or your mom, or you could see what happened to that person that you, like, loved so much but they disappointed you. What happened in their life, what was going on in their body and their mind. And so when you're up in heaven, you understand it all. You are shown all the secrets and all the reasons why you tick the way you do, why other people did the things they did. Okay, that's why people in heaven always saying, like, enjoy yourself and be forgiving and be loving and don't stim on the bad stuff and don't keep harshness in your heart and resentment and pain. Just move past it by thinking of something good, and forgiving even those who trespass against you, because that's the only way to move on. You need it for yourself. Okay. All right, and this card is at the back of the deck now. Believe in yourself. So that is coming out double. So somebody out there, or a few of you out there, want to start something new. And the angels are letting you know you could do it. You got to believe in yourself more. Even if it's like, oh, that's not going to make me much money. Like, my business doesn't make me much money, but I love my business. I love what I do in terms of my healing art. I can't wait to get back to it. I have all these ideas. I have a million things that I want to do and a bag full of canvases. I just need the time to do it. And I will, but I don't do it for the money because I don't make that much money from it. But I'm so happy when I do sell something that I show you, sold, and I do a little song about it because I'm very happy to spread what I have, my little contribution. Or same thing with my readings, okay? But mostly my business that I don't get any money for is my videos. I have hundreds and thousands of videos that I've done, okay? And you might say, well, that's weird. You don't even get paid for it. Like, that's, stupid. Maybe, but for me, it has helped me to do the creative stuff and to do my light work and to do my psychic work and work on the cases. So it's never a waste. So that's why if there a little something you might think is weird or odd, but it brings you joy, other people might think it's a waste of money. Like, I buy supplies, but it's my pleasure to buy those supplies. you know. Just like when you're a tarot reader, you buy cards, you know, and then you have to stop because you have so many cards that you don't even use them. And that's what I don't use all my cards anymore. But then when I do pick them up, I enjoy them. I think you guys do too. I have cards in the car, I have cards in here. But anyhow, whatever it is that you want to do, I just saw somebody cutting hair, maybe makeup and hair. Um, you have to put your mind to it and believe in yourself. Don't wait for other people to believe in you. Don't wait for anybody to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself first. No one, why would you expect anybody else to invest in you? Invest in yourself first. Say, I want to do this. It might sound weird, quirky, and useless to other people, but let me do a whole bunch of stuff for free. Because you know what? Payment isn't always money. Payment isn't always to pay a bill. Payment is sometimes satisfaction that hey, I did something good today. I didn't get $1 for it, but I did something that made me feel better and maybe a couple of people feel better. 13, magic 13. Okay? Soulmate Robert. Yes, that's probably your soulmate Robert or Michael, your son. Hi, Jalen. So, yeah, we did several different cards today. We were outside with the dogs. I did unboxing. So there's a lot of things on this video. If you didn't see it, watch it from the beginning because we did unboxing. I got some beautiful presents from Thank You Faith. Thank you Christine. I thank Christine Valvic Thomas. Thank you Jonesy, my friend Jonesy from home, and we did some cards. We did some heaven cards, messages from heaven. We did angels and ancestors. We did a lot of things. We did these, which I mixed these up, and I love it. Got Teresa. Archangel Michael is at the end. Okay, so Archangel Michael will close this up, close this whole meeting up. It was nice to spend almost 2 hours with you guys. I am with you, Archangel Michael says, giving you the courage to make life changes. So there's definitely life changes going on out there, okay, and in here too. But I am with you. That's why he wants you to pray to him. That's why God, you pray to God, then you ask God to allow Archangel Michael to come in. Ask God to allow Archangel Uriel to help you. Archangel, all of them. Archangel Raphael for healing of body, mind, and spirit. Okay, but you have to ask God and invite him in. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. It takes courage because sometimes you say, okay, Katrina, it's nice to be like that, let me do things for free, but how am I going to buy supplies without money? How am I going to pay my bills without money? And I am so with that because I am a Virgo, so I'm always worried about money. Okay, as of late, I'm trying to worry less about it because it just makes you have a headache. And so I just write a little list of 2 or 3 things that I can do towards, like I did it yesterday about the medical. And that's all we can do. And then we say a prayer for protection. And then, if I really feel like I need some gigs or to sell some things, I say a prayer about that as well, and I try to manifest it. You guys know about my manifesting. It's right over here. I'll show you in a second, but I just got to read this again. I am with you, Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes. I don't know why I said courage weird. I said courage really weird. Giving you the courage. That sounds like porridge. Okay. Giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Yeah, we all have a divine life purpose. Why is he doing this signal? He's doing this signal. Okay. But Archangel Michael is here helping you. And remember, Archangel Daniel is here if you're having trouble in your relationship or your marriage. Ask for God to send Archangel Daniel to help you. Okay, after you ask him to help you. All right, let me show you, because I don't lie. See them all? I haven't read them lately, so I'm not gonna lie and say I've read them lately, because I have not had a chance. But here they are. Here they are. You want some more? You want some more? You said yes, some more. I am recognized for my psychic work. Money. I am paid handsomely for my psychic and healing artwork and children's books. You want more? Here we go. Here we go. It's not always pretty. All of our 4 kids will find their passion and soulmate. 2025 will be healed physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. That's about my kids, so I'm not going to show you that one. I am a client attraction success story. I sell my healing art, children's books, psychic readings, find the missing all over the USA and all over the world. Boom! Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Didn't have enough? Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. I know. I know I'm an oddball. Okay, so guys, that's about it. Okay, I gotta go get some lunch. I know it's probably dinner time, but I only had breakfast, so. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully, I'll be back on a scheduled basis. But I love you, and sometimes I have to YouTube doesn't want me to put my videos up and release them the same day. They want to go through them, but it doesn't matter. I'm still not getting that many views. The only thing I get a lot of views for are my shorts. I did something for 45 seconds, like some kind of song, and I got like 1,000 views. I did a dance in the bathroom at school. Like I was showing you my pants. And I got, boom, 1,000 views. I do a reading or, work really hard on something, and I get like 60 views. Yeah, my gypsy material on TikTok, it got like 500 views, and then another one got like, I think 1,000 views. But then I transferred over to YouTube, and I got like 60 views. So I don't even care anymore. I'm just going to be me. But the thing is, sometimes I can't put the video out if it's a video. Like this is a live, so it comes out right away. But YouTube wants to look it over before it's released. So sometimes I put it on a scheduled release for the next day. But I don't like doing that, because I like to do, like, if it's Monday, I want you to see Monday stuff. But apparently YouTube doesn't like that, so I don't know. Now I'm getting like a headbanger in the back of my head, so I'm gonna go. I don't know if it was the smoke or I'm hungry or whatever. But I will talk to you guys later, and I love you very much. Write out your affirmations, but most importantly, read your affirmations. Okay. I have it all written out, but I haven't read them because I haven't had the time. I pushed myself into working so that I wouldn't have to think about my sister, and I have to think about sister, because you can't just go above grief. You have to go through it. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to go through it. You can avoid it, and you avoid it, and then you'll hit the brick wall anyway. So, love you guys. Thank you for prayers. Thank you for always praying when I asked you to pray, especially when Christine was sick, especially when Devin was in the hospital. And I thank you for always praying, and I pray for you guys too. I have so many names on my candle. You can't even read them. But I love you, and I'll be back. And thank you for spending time with me. It makes me feel better. And thank you for the gifts. Those of you who have sent the gifts, Faith, Christine, Jonesy. I love you. Namaste.